Hey Finn, what are you doing?
I'm gonna wrap a present
Are
for
you?
my friend.
Oh, you know what that reminds me of? That.
Two Frenchmen go into a restaurant. It was Saturday afternoon and Peter was in Golden Discs looking through old LPs. He had kept the record player he purchased from Cleary's in 1986, too stubborn to let go of this way of playing music. Michelle had been a fan of just putting on a record and listening to it from beginning to end while sipping a glass of wine. He was going through a selection of various 80s music when Permission to Engage flashed in front of his eyes. It took him by surprise and he took a step back. He could see policemen everywhere pushing back pedestrians, Agent 13 being one of them. Agent 13 was zooming in on a restaurant. The blinds were closed. There is a hostage situation inside the restaurant currently. That is all we know. Have shots been fired? Negative. French voices were speaking all around him. Peter asked Agent 13 to translate what he was hearing. I do not know. I was walking by and... Fuck that. We can center in on what those police are saying. Too much noise all around. I can only pick up some words. Negotiators, I'm hearing. Negotiators? Fuck that one, said Peter. We can't chance it this side of Bataclan. Engage 13. Agent 13 ran through the police line with little resistance. The two policemen who attempted to stop him were pushed to the ground. He sprinted towards the door, running straight through the glass. Once inside, Peter could see two men with two red squares around their faces with the comments armed. Everything happened so fast. Two smart bullets left the chamber of 13's revolver and were sent directly into the foreheads of the two men. Before Peter could think, both men were on the ground. Get the fuck out now, screamed Peter. Before the agent complied, he scanned the crowd, most of whom were trying to get past the agent. All others scanned green. Are you all right, mate? Asked the Golden Disc security guard. Yeah, I think so, said Peter. Are you sure? You were moving a lot and raising your voice. Should I call for help? No. I have a condition, said Peter. I'll get some fresh air and I should be fine. Peter exited the shop onto Jervis Street and headed towards O'Connell Street. As he was exiting, so was the agent. Peter thought he was cycling a bike, but it was 13 running at top speed through the back alleys. He eventually came to a quieter spot. On screen, Peter could see identity change status in progress. Agent 13's face changed shape and his hair turned from its reddish brown to blonde. His once brown eyes now turned light blue and adjustments were made to his ears, nose, jawline and forehead. He came out of hiding, removed his jacket, ensuring nothing was in it, and threw it to the side. He walked out into a main street and ducked into a cafe to order a coffee he would not be able to consume. A television was on in the corner, the presenter speaking French. He translated it for Peter's ears. The TV stations were now showing images of Agent 13's old identity running into the restaurant. The two shots could be heard on camera from outside the restaurant, followed by screams and then people exiting the restaurant. I will need to go to a safe house to receive new identification cards, Mr. Casey. Yeah, go ahead when you think it's safe to do so, said Peter. Let me know if you have any issues you can't resolve. Peter saw a bus heading towards Ringsend and ran for it. He was out of breath when he mounted the bus. He went to the top floor, but his front seat was taken by kids. He decided to sit in the middle. After the 10-minute journey to Ringsend, he got off the bus, went into Ferrari takeaway, ordered his usual, and went home. He sat at the table, afraid to turn on the television. After he ate, he showered and walked across to the yacht. Pint of Guinness, Dave, thanks. You feeling okay, Peter? Asked Dave. Yeah, why? You ordered Guinness, Peter. Oh, yeah, Heineken. Sorry, Dave. Did you hear about those two poor fuckers who had their brains blown out? Said Dave as he pointed to the television behind him. Just happened over an hour ago. No, Dave, I didn't hear that. Yeah, it sounds like the two blokes held up a restaurant and some random guy just burst through the door and shot them, said Dave, talking sideways to Peter as he poured the pint. Turns out the two dumb fucks just wanted to take the money in the cash register and the wallets from the people. Too much fucking Pulp Fiction watching, if you ask me, said Dave as he walked away to attend to another customer. And too much fucking John Wayne movies for that big hero who shot them, said another customer at the bar. Dumb fuckers and their toy guns. What? Said Peter. They didn't even have real guns, said the man as he nodded towards the television on the wall. Peter could feel the blood rush from his face. Well, as we've heard, these were petty thieves who were using fake weapons and intended to take money from the cash register and the customers. From what we can tell, they had been arrested in the past for theft. The shooter is now at large, and we have this video footage of him. French police are asking that if anyone knows. A text came in. It was from Jackie. Was that you? The text on screen was disturbed by a phone call coming in. It was a familiar number. Peter got up and walked outside. Peter here. Mr. Casey, Colonel Thompson. Oh, hi there, Colonel. 2 questions. Did the agent change identity? Yeah, he did. The last I checked, he was in a coffee shop. He said he was going to a facility to get a new identification. I can check now to see where he is. That won't be necessary. Good news, and that answers my second question. If he went to a facility, he should be fine, assuming he gets there. Hopefully they won't create a checkpoint getting out of Paris. I'm happy to check and make sure he gets there. No, please don't. He will get home fine on his own. Francois can track his status. I didn't mean to shoot those 2 lads. It just looked like another. Don't worry, Mr. Casey. These mistakes happen. The 2 fools should have known better. Yeah, but if I knew they were just pickpockets, Again, Mr. Casey, don't worry about it. Our only concern now is that Agent 13 makes it out of Paris without detection. If you don't hear from me, assume all is well. Please don't check in with 13 until he gets clearance from Francois. Okay. Have a pleasant evening, Mr. Casey. You as well. Peter hung up the phone. Fuck it. Agent 13. On screen he saw the French countryside moving fast outside a windshield. You made it out okay, mate? Yes, heading to base now. Good man yourself. I'll leave it to you. Peter disconnected from the agent and called Jackie, explaining the incident to her. So that's the story. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Hanging out with Joe. Why? Because he's my boyfriend, Dad. Do you want to get a Jimmy over at the Ilex Centre? What's a Jimmy? Jimmy Tarbucks.